Hey, Bill Vasey here. Thanks for launching this video on BUBBLEWorx. This one's all about AutoCAD Plant 3D weld numbers and how it integrates with the new Weld Tab. So how about we get started? Let's take a look at AutoCAD Plant 3D. Here we've got a little skid unit, and what I want to do is just focus in on the weld part of it. So I need to go to 2D wireframe, and here we can zoom in and look at the weld dots that are located at the ends of all the components. If we click on these, we get information. If we control click, we get even more information. So we can toggle between the connector information, and with a control click, we can get down to the weld and see that we have butt welds and socket welds in this system. Since this is all about bubbling welds, let's get the BUBBLEWorx palette open. Let me draw your attention to the second tab. This is the new Weld tab. And underneath there, we can still modify the bubbling style by determining the type of bubble that is being used, in this case a triangle. We can then click viewports and select the components. But what's new here, besides the tab, is to be able to do that by category. So I am changing my line number before clicking the viewport, and the result is a table that's dedicated to all the welds per line number. Let's zoom in here and take a look. All the weld numbers are -1. That's a BUBBLEWorx default. We're going to go ahead and sync these tables now with BUBBLEWorx, and boom, all of the line numbers now have marks that are populated 1 through the maximum count of welds per line. Well, up until this point, the placement of the tables and the bubbles has been automatic. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into the bubble location and just start rearranging the bubbles. It's really easy to manage the bubble location. Just re-engage BUBBLEWorx and go to the control where we can place the bubbles just with a basically stretch and orientation. This is pretty much an AutoCAD out-of-the-box feature, so with just a little bit of practice, users can place these bubbles in a location that is good for everybody to see, but more importantly, we're going to start clicking on these bubbles outside the CAD environment. We're going to get after them through the web interface, SOCKETWorx, and show how data processing can be accomplished for weld logs outside of the CAD environment. For all that to happen, we have to have some hyperlinks on each and every weld bubble, and we see those. You'll see the shaded gray area behind every bubble. That is our SOCKETWorx hyperlink. So let's go ahead and plot this drawing to PDF. By default, all hyperlinks are transferred to the PDF as well. And once this PDF renders here within Acrobat, we'll be able to see the hyperlink that passes through. So this is the intelligence. If we upload this PDF to SOCKETWorx, then everything starts coming together. Here we are in SOCKETWorx, and we have the standard AutoCAD Plant 3D dashboard. I'm going to go ahead and navigate here to the All Welds table that exists in the system, and this is going to display all the welds in my project. I'm just going to focus on that 1202 line, and I expect to see those 6 records, those 6 weld dots that we have on that line are here. And if I sort by weld number, I see them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now in this data view, I can move over the part 1 description and the part 2 descriptions. And here we can see we have flange welded to a pipe and pipe welded to an elbow. So this identifies the connector and the connection of the 2 parts. But to see where those welds are, I really need to go back to that PDF file within SOCKETWorx, and here if I click on those bubbles, I see the weld log information that can be entered and saved through the web environment. So thanks for taking this journey from weld dots to weld logs. Hopefully you saw a lot of good technology here that's going to solve problems. Thanks for watching.